Alright, got a new piece. Hope you guys like it. It's called 10 Feet Underground. Here is the thing about letting people bring you down. What's done is done. There is no use crying over spilt milk, and then, at the end of the day, you'll be down. 'Cause see, the definition of settling is gradually sinking. Call my ex the sand man. I use my heartbeat as a guiding rhythm to crawl up to the surface from this dark and cold place, underground. I've learned that life is one big puzzle, a guessing game of trial and error, a final picture as a map changing perspective, 'cause the right piece may be wrong unless you turn it upside down. Miami is not DC. In this Venn diagram of geography, I can see all the similarities. People are people wherever you go, but for some reason your attitude is different when you're closer to the beach. I see people who live day by day, sunshine to rain, negative to positive, monotony, side by side, day by day, comfortable. Not raising an eyebrow to glance at what they assume will not change, in close proximity yet so far away. This all leads me to appreciation, gratitude, excuses, what it costs versus what you are willing to pay. They don't notice what I do until I don't do it. But there is a difference between being hardened and being a rock. Everyone seems to be looking out for number one, using and abusing, or so I thought. Does the man in the orange vest really make a donation? Will a rejection of edible charity, a request for something monetary, make me put the change back in my pocket? Doubt has always been my afterthought. Call me naive, but greatness requires sacrifice. I will not victimize myself. I will not be a martyr. I will not give up so much it affects my ability to conquer. But if I can, I will. Because I know some of you do it too. Someone has to do it. There is no hope for change when we all act the same. I let 2 cars in during traffic, gave the man on the corner 2 cigs instead of 1, and told him he could have it. I listened to the old lady beside me in the doctor's office, and I'm glad that I did it, because it's always the most unthinkable people that somehow prove to be that they are the ones hidden and unrecognizable that open me up to new kinds of beauty. This stranger beside me, having more wisdom, having twice as many years of experience, failure, triumph, pointed to a picture in a magazine. It was an orchid, and you probably don't already know this, but this is my all-time favorite flower. It holds meaning for me. Maybe it's because my grandfather loves to garden, or my Mimi took me to an orchid show, or because the 2 of them battled it out for the garden club presidency. I will never forget the orchid show. Or because orchids are always growing. They are planted. They have not been severed from their roots overflowing. They are born potential, not destined to wilt away, but capable of continual blooming. So as she showed me this picture, I listened to the story that she told. This orchid is created from fire. Flames are the only way it can exist. They are the ultimate soldier, the ultimate survivor, a phoenix. It's funny how you treat someone that you never see again. Polite to cover up your truth, rude simply because there are no repercussions and you can be, playing pretend, your image askew. But at the end of the day, this woman at my side, whose name I do not recall, is responsible for bettering me, standing less than 5 feet tall. It's not always like this. Life is never consistent. Without dark there is no light. But if we are all blind, our ears will grow larger as we listen. Always be smart. You don't have to keep your guard up, but you have to see people for who they are. Help the deserving, establish respect from the start. Give a fuck about how you are living. Give a fuck about who you are. Seek out truths in their hatred. Be the best that you can. Prepare your mind and body for the journey. Take hold. But most importantly, keep their judgments away from your soul. If they're sinking, sometimes you have to let them sink. Because once they have you and you're drowning, you're the one at the risk of disappearing. Try not to blink. All of these puzzle pieces that must be balanced, identified, configured, understood, are just part of the plan. Remember, there are always 2 sets of footprints in the sand. So don't let them destroy you. Keep your insecurities at bay. Because nowadays everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish because motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. Because, see, here's the thing about letting people bring you down. They are not pushing, they are pulling, because they are starting beneath you, 10 feet underground. Well, there you go. I hope you guys like it. Be easy, live strong, love slow. Until next time.